Hi, friends. So we are on day 23, almost there, 1 week left. And you're not going to hear from me today. You're going to hear from another special guest. Her name is Carla Hayden. I met Carla about a year and a half ago, and it was during a job interview. I was probably 8, 9 months pregnant. And I had the opportunity to work with her for almost a year. And I learned so much from Carla. Her personality is so magnetic, and it's one where you always leave a conversation or an interaction with her feeling full, energetic, hopeful, inspired. She's just that type of person, just like so much energy, but it's all good energy, it's all positive, and you just want to be around her all the time. So today you're going to hear Carla's incredibly powerful and insightful take on gratitude. I hope you enjoy. Your journal prompt today is to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And when you're done watching her video, working on your journal prompt, be sure to check out her Instagram. It's so fun, especially when she does unboxings. Check out her Instagram, connect with her on LinkedIn if you're interested, read her bio, and visit her website. She's awesome, amazing. And without further ado, here's Carla.
One of the things that I've learned to do is have a posture of gratitude in the hard seasons. Being in a hard season can sometimes feel like being buried under a pile of rubble. The thing which has brought you safety and comfort, maybe protection and provision, has crashed down around you and left you in a place of darkness and heaviness. It can be the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, a scary diagnosis, a change in status of one kind or another. In those times, the least natural response is gratitude. Something hard has happened, and you're likely in pain, confusion, disorientation, and maybe even isolation. But even in the midst of that, look for the small pinholes of light. Look for the people and the spaces or the things for which you can be grateful. And then call them out, name them, either in your out loud voice or written in a journal of some sort. I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I'm talking about facing facts, but aligning yourself with a higher truth and reality. You see, the fact is that what you're walking through and where you're finding yourself right now, it stinks. It's not the best. It may be unjust. You don't love it. And also, the truth is that you still have things to be grateful for. It could be your morning cup of coffee. It could be a warm house or a working vehicle in the wintertime. It could be a faithful friend who knows the real you, even when others seem to misunderstand your actions or your intentions. There's always something for which we can give thanks. If you're going through a hard season right now, here's a practice that you can engage in. Take 3 minutes at the end of your day for the next 3 weeks and write down just 3 things for which you were grateful for in that day. It doesn't have to be big. It can be simple or silly or something that's just special to you. There is power in posturing your heart in gratitude. But if this season is so heavy and so suffocating, and there's nothing that you can find to be grateful for today, then think back to a difficult season from the past. Because if you're here today, then that means that you've already made it through something you didn't think you'd survive at the time. What's something you can be thankful for from that season? Grab a journal and reflect on some of the hard seasons that you've walked through over the past year or 5 years or even 10 years. Write those down and try to resist the urge to compare your hard season with someone else's and then minimize what you've been through. If it was hard for you, then it counts. Now write down at least one thing from each of those seasons for which you can be grateful. It can be someone who helped you while you were going through a rough patch. It could be a life lesson that you learned once you were through it. It could even be a song or a book or a TV show that brought you comfort or relief when you couldn't even think straight. Hard seasons are messy and they're often inconvenient, but they can lead us toward growth and maturity. When we have a posture of gratitude, even in the midst of a hard season, we are more likely to rebuild our lives in healthier ways, which strengthens our hearts to handle greater levels of responsibility and resources in a future season.